Night of the Demons 2. When the movie starts, we see a couple walking up to the good old Hull House. Because, of course they are. Turns out they're actually from the church, and they've come to spread the word of God.
That the end of the world is drawing near?
When Angela, played once again by the beautiful one and only Amelia Kincaid, offers them some cake.
I was just about to have a slice of cake. Would you two like to join me?
They take one look at the fucked cake and head for the door. But this is a horror movie, and that doesn't go very well for them. We cut to St. Rita's Catholic boarding school where we see two dudes doing some old-fashioned titty watching. It's like they've never seen a pair of titties before.
Damn it, Kurt, they're turning out the lights already.
You can go first tomorrow night.
Over at the girls' dorm, they're sitting around telling some ghost stories when we see a young Christine Taylor, only a year before she would land her role in the Brady Bunch movie.
Alice.
The ghost story that they're telling is actually the true story of the fucked up demonic Halloween party that took place at the legendary Hull House.
They say it's because she descended into hell, body and soul.
Then, after a very bad joke,
She's probably sitting on his big spike right now.
shit it, we meet Mouse, or Melissa, played by Mary Kennedy. And she is actually the sister of the demonic Angela from the first film.
It's devil's food.
Later that night, Mouse is sound asleep when she has a dream that Angela's there.
Angela?
Then Angela goes full-on demon mode and rips part of her motherfucking face off.
Smile, sis.
This is where we meet the nerd character of the film, Perry, played by Robert Jane. And he's basically the guy who ironically knows everything, but no one takes him serious because he's the movie's nerd.
Go ahead, laugh. It won't be long before somebody proves that demonic energies do indeed exist.
The raging middle-aged teen hormones are really starting to heat up with some awkward dry humping in the middle of a tennis court when Sister Gloria rolls up to shut that shit down.
Glory is going on here.
This is where Sister G tells them that they aren't allowed to attend the Halloween dance because of all their horniness.
Therefore, you will remain in the dormitory tonight. And that goes for your friends here, too.
She ain't having that unholy shit.
We'll just give those raging teenage hormones a chance to cool down.
So, for some reason, Perry feels the need to have a demon conjuring sesh, and this happens. You've done it now, Perry, you shit! Father Bob comes in and he's pissed as fuck that Perry is wearing his robe and is still talking his demon jargon.
And it worked. It worked better than I could have dreamed. I actually conjured a demon.
So he grounds his ass and tells him that he can't go to the dance either.
Come on, Father, go.
Since none of the middle-aged teens are allowed to go to the Halloween dance, the movie slut decides to throw a party at the infamous Hull House.
We're talking a real Halloween party. We're talking the sexiest guys and the wildest party games ever.
Thing is, no one knows where the party is until they pull up to the legendary Hull House. Once Mouse realizes where they are, she's definitely not about it.
You tricked me.
This random assholian is Rick.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
Pretty much the fucker you want to die. So our 30 or something year old teens go into the house, but Mouse stays in the car because she don't want any part in that shit. As soon as they enter the house, the slut chick calls out for Angela.
Oh, Angela!
She tags a star on the wall, awakening the demon queen from her hellish slumber. The elderly teens split up to go have some sex because it's almost 40 minutes in and it's a horror flick, so it's a bit overdue at this point. But right before all the fucking, one of the girls finds a very familiar looking tube of lipstick. Oh, bitch, you better not take that shit with you. Oh, you are? Well, meanwhile, Mouse is still out in the car, just hanging around when this happens. Now the mouse is in the house. See what I did there? Two of the middle-aged teens are getting it the fuck on, and they don't even notice Angela just lurking in the background. Fuck it. Turns out Slut Chick, the assholeian Rick, and random wolf mask 90s surfer guy are about to sacrifice poor Mouse. Should have stayed in the goddamn car, Mouse. But it just ends up being some kind of sick joke. The fuck is even going on here? Mouse then sees a ghostly apparition of her sister walking up. And when they go to investigate, it's just a bunch of what looks like mealworms and some gross-ass black liquid. What a combo. After a quick demon makeout sesh, Surfer Stoner Fuck is now possessed as well, and he's even crazier than before. Jesus. So after a bunch of freaky deaky shit, they all decide it's finally time to get the fuck out. Well, everyone except for Surfer Stoner Guy, because he's literally upstairs getting his dick ridden by a demon. Well, alright. Back at the boarding school, Perry spills the beans to Sister Gloria that some of the elderly teens snuck off to party it down at Hull House.
I think some of our kids snuck out to Hull House tonight. Look, you see that road? That goes to Old Hull Road.
They go to tell old Bob, but he of course doesn't believe a word of that shit.
Well, sister, there is a fine line between vigilance and paranoia, isn't there?
Slut Chick 5000 goes into the bathroom to freshen up, but gets a little more than she bargained for. Okay, so the lipstick tube comes alive. The lipstick comes out and it looks like a tail or some shit. It crawls up her leg and goes up her... Yeah, you can guess where this is going. After that crazy ass shit, we cut downstairs where we see Angela dancing into some super metal music. She is so fucking sexy. Damn. Old assholeian is out to get him a handful of some titties when all of a sudden Slut Chick's boobs turn into a pair of hands and melt the fuck out of your boy's hand. Now that's one hell of a handshake there. Yeah. I don't know how to even begin to explain that shit. Basically, when the one chick brought the lipstick to the school, it pretty much brought the evil with them.
That lipstick must be the conveyance that brought the demons out. Across the underground streams.
Now they have to come up with a plan to vanquish the evil once and for all. But first, we get this hilarious nun gear up montage.
History repeats itself, try and you succeed. Never doubt that you're the one.
Terry and Chad, Biff, Kurt, sorry, are getting more acquainted in the car when Angela decides to get in on the action. Angela gives Kurt a little head.
How's about a little head, tiger?
Terry isn't about no fuck boys, so she pieces out. She then runs into Demon Slut and gets possessed as well. Angela and Mouse have a little family reunion, and Angela uses her demonic charm to convince her to come with her evil ass.
I've come to take you away with me to a wonderful place where you'll never be lonely again.
Terry attacks, fully demoned out.
I want the house.
And they just throw some holy water on her and she's turned back to normal. Just like that.
Take her to the chapel. She's gonna be all right.
Yep. Just that easy, eh, movie? Demons kidnap Mouse and take her back to the demented Hull House. It's it's up to Sister Gloria, Father Bob, and the remaining middle-aged teens to save her ass.
I have seen Satan's work tonight with my own eyes.
They arrive at the house, and what do you know? They split the fuck up. You know, because they just gotta. Demon asshole Rick comes out of nowhere and stabs Father Bob's non-believing ass the fuck up.
I got to be sorry for offending me. And I detest all my sins because I dread the loss of heaven and the pain of hell.
Nerd Boy shows up and sprays his devilish ass down with some good old holy water. Now that is bad the fuck ass right there. And we get some nice stock footage from the first film here. Like we wouldn't know this movie, come on. Johnny catches up to his boy Rick, and we get the iconic basketball head scene.
We got 10 seconds left. He's going around. Everybody shoots. Nothing but net. He's racking up the points tonight.
Demon Kurt takes a holy water balloon to the chin. They go to run away, and this happens. Well, so much for him, I guess. Oh, and Father Bob? Yeah, he's also a demon now, too, so, there's that. But he's gone quicker than he came, because Johnny hits him with a holy water spray down. And then Demon Slut gets a little too wet, if you know what I mean. Oh, and Stoner Surfer Demon Guy? He gets a water balloon to the ball sack. Now that a majority of the demons are taken care of, it's time to save Mouse and finish Angela's demonic ass once and for all.
Welcome. I'm so glad you could join us on this very special occasion.
Right off the bat, Angela draws a sword and chops Sister Gloria's head clean the fuck off. But, joke's on you, Angela. She actually didn't chop her head off after all. They pulled a goddamn Ninja Turtles move.
That's very clever. Miss me.
Close shave, Angela.
Okay, that's fucking ridiculous. Moving on.
You think I need holy water to beat you?
Sister Gloria makes a bargain with the demon and agrees to let Angela take her soul instead. And right as it seems like Mouse is about to go along with her demon sister's bullshit, she turns the blade on Angela and stabs her evil ass through the stomach. She then gets a holy water shower as well. Some nice special effects right there. As they're going to leave, this happens. It's Angela. She's back in her final form. Giant, awkward-looking snake demon thing.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
They pull a Fright Night and Johnny karate kicks some loose boards on the window, letting the sunlight in, cooking the fuck out of her ass. Then she blows the fuck up. That's pretty much the end of the movie.
Let's go home, children.
But right before the credits roll, we get this really shitty ass CGI lipstick snake jump scare. Yeah, they probably could have done without all that. But maybe that was the movie's way of saying there's gonna be a part 3. Yeah, that's Night of the Demons 2, folks. That's Night of the Demons 2, folks. I definitely recommend you guys check this movie out if you like cheesy horror flicks. I feel like this movie didn't really need to be, but it's actually an okay follow-up to the first film. This was definitely a good second installment. And here's a little interesting tidbit about the movie. Story goes that they had to cut a bunch of the scenes out of the movie because there was supposed to be a whole evil nun scene where the nun turned evil and freaked out and went all demon mode and shit. but they pretty much just couldn't afford the special effects to make it happen. The movie was actually filmed on location at the Hull House. It's this historic mansion that's rumored to be haunted, so that's pretty fucking cool right there. The cast and crew experienced a lot of creepy shit while on the set of this film, like lights turning off and on by themselves, and some of the crew even mentioned that they could feel some kind of a presence in certain rooms inside the house. That's fucking creepy as shit. This is a pretty good, solid little flick. The makeup effects are very impressive, as well as the practical effects. Some of the CGI is a little wonky for the most part, but it looks pretty damn good compared to what some movies were doing at the time. I wouldn't say that this movie's better than the first one, but it's definitely a truly good sequel. So go grab some popcorn, grab your holy water, turn out the lights, kick back with your favorite demon buds, and check out Night of the Demons 2. See you on the next episode of Monster Mash Demons.